Greetings, my minions. This is Cthulhu 2, once again on the Knights of the Square Table server. It's been a while since I've recorded. I have definitely been playing lately, but not recording as much. Been doing a lot of work on the base, which I'll show you later. And there's also some server news that I guess I need to bring you guys up to speed on. I can't remember if I had mentioned it before, but there was kind of a falling out with some of the members of KoST. Someone had made some severe renovations to the Nether Hub, and Tiny had actually, well, I'm not sure if he forbade it before, but there was some disagreement on it. Things got kind of out of hand, and long story short, a bunch of people left the server, sadly. I was very sorry to see them go. A few of the original costers have stuck on, Spike Dude included. This is his little place in Spawn. And I'm trying to think who else is original. Excalibur, or Exca 1989, I believe, is still on. But, you know, we have lost some cool people, but we've gotten some cool new people as well. So I'm just going to quickly show off some of these new places and give these new guys a shout out. So first off, because of proximity, is I am Guido, and there is his YouTube channel. Check that out. And let me just give you a quick tour of his spawn place. I left that there, except when I left it, it said cool guy, and now it says old fart, which is also accurate, but not what I originally left, and I left that as well. So he's got it's a fairly small place, I guess. Well, I don't know if it's small or not, but it's pretty cool. I really like it. I guess he had some inspiration from some other YouTubers or something like that, but a lot of this is his own original work, obviously, and I think this is how he gets upstairs. Yeah, but I think it looks really cool. It's a very good use of sandstone textures. Usually they look kind of odd, but I think with the glass and everything, it's done really well. So congrats to you on getting my approval, dude. Okay, who else do we have here at Spawn? Hello. Crime scene, do not cross. Interesting. So obviously that's Tiny's Manor. I'm sure I've shown that off before. I think he's somewhat abandoned it so far. He is working on a new place which I have yet to visit. But if things turn out as I have planned, then we will visit it in this episode. Unfortunately, Tiny is on right now, so that might make those plans a little difficult to execute. And this is a place that reminds me of my first little old home. My little dirt hut, if you can remember. And I thought there was a sign out here saying whose place this was, and I'm drawing a mental blank. So I will probably put his name in the description once I remember it. And then the last new plot that I know of is back here. Let's go show this off. And it looks like some work has been done since I've seen it last. And I didn't even realize that we had jungles over, I believe this is the north side. Ooh, yeah, lots of work been done here. And this is Silva Logs logging camp. YouTube OSC vlogs. There we go. So, oh, cool. So, Mr. Logs here has a thing for logs. I really like the hanging lights. And this is his little logging camp. A bunch of trees around. And his house up on stilts. Last time I was visiting, he did not have a roof, so good job there, dude. So I think that's about it for the spawn tour. Not much else has changed. It looks like Tiny has a few more leaves on his place than usual, which is odd. Yeah, what's going on up there? Intriguing. Okay, well, hey, let's go to the Nether Hub. I will show you kind of the source of all the drama that happened, and the reason that we lost some people. It's actually pretty nice, but I don't know. Like I said, things kind of got out of hand on both sides, but we've got a good reorganization going now. So anyway, this is the new Nether Hub. It is much expanded, as you can tell. Before we had like a second level going down there, but that's just been replaced, and it's all on one level now. This is to go to the Ender, which I'm sure I've shown. This is where Tinybat's new place is, and I put this sign here for reasons that will become evident shortly. I don't know about this. I think this is where Milky Enemy's place used to be, so you can get down to his nether fortress that he found down that way. Maybe seeing a sign here will jog my memory of who else is on. Ryan Fry01. I think he's been on for a little while, but I'm going to include him as one of the new guys. I'm Guido has a tunnel. I haven't checked that out yet. And Spike Dude, I haven't checked out his place. I assume he still has his old place. That's not too far away from mine. And I think that's about it right now. And this is my place. And as you can see, there has been a little bit of work done in my tunnel. Work which I did not ask for, nor do I approve of. I logged in one day in my storage area, only to find myself pretty much encased in these little guys here. And they were pretty much filling my entire underground base. So that was interesting. I used a lot of iron axes to get rid of that stuff, and it was not too exciting. So I'm pretty sure it was Tiny. I'll just say that outright. It's the kind of thing Tiny does. And part of what I want to do today is give him back all of those crafting tables that he so kindly left in my base. Alright, so, time to see the new base. I revamped my tunnel a little bit, which you will see shortly. Whee! Spirally lights! I want to call this tunnel like the Descent into Madness or something like that. I think I want to put in some obsidian scattered here and there to make it look extra creepy. But yes, this is the new place. And as you can see, I have speed 2 on me right now from my beacon. I'll go ahead and pop that guy in there. And I kept this little thing for going to the surface or going to my animal farm. I had to rework a lot of stuff. This is something simple that works, but it's not perfect. Just hit that, that pops up, and I get shot out. I'm not very good at redstone, as I'm sure you guys have noticed, so I'm not sure how to get that set back in and get everything working properly, but this works for the time being. So yes, this... I thought I saw a nameplate. Tiny said he was working on spawn. I don't know. Anyway, this is just a quick and dirty little access to my farm area that I've shown off before. Nothing special there. I'm still getting used to having speed 2 all the time. It's weird. And here is my new storage room. I'm probably going to redo the roof, but I just threw that together for the time being, so I'd have a covering. And I have a lot of different stuff sorted out here. I have coloring kind of behind the chests that correspond with what are in the chests. I eventually want to put redstone blocks behind here because this is my redstone type stuff. But unfortunately, those are not in the game yet. We are not running any of the snapshots for 1.5. So paper, ender pearls, a bunch of mob drops there. Here's my stone type stuff, cobblestone, my wood type stuff, armor, tools, food, and like coal and random stuff. There are my ores. Over here we've got some random blocks, dirt and whatnot. Here are kind of my decoration type blocks. And then this stuff. Oh yeah. And what do I have going on in here? I think you've seen most of this. I have 2 wither skeleton skulls. I have this that I got from Tiny once. He was invisible and screwing around with people and spawning ghasts, and I managed to kill him and get this spawn egg, so I renamed it. And then I renamed my armor because I'm cool like that. My feather kicks, my safety pants, my snuggie, and my super hat. I really, really, really like that hat. And there's my witherbane and a sniper rifle. Alright, yes, storage, woohoo. This was a natural ravine, so I thought instead of covering it up, I thought I'd make it a cool feature, and I lit it up a little bit down there to make it purty. Okay, up here we have kind of a strange little room, but I thought I'd make it work. This is the original pit that I kind of swam down and started exploring all the surrounding area in. And there's kind of a little bit of a cutaway there that I decided to keep. Let's see. Down here, I have access to my strip mine that I've been working on when I have nothing better to do. If I just want to listen to a YouTube video of someone playing Minecraft and mine out at the same time. So I like to put wood around my tunnels just to make it look a little more visually appealing. It's probably a waste of time, but I do it anyway. And instead of getting rid of all the lava, I just decided to put glass there because it makes it look cooler. Alright, and as we head back up here to the right, I've done a little bit of work. It's still incomplete, but if you come back this way, I've done some really ugly wiring for the double cave spider spawners that I found when there used to be a mine shaft here. So eventually I'll have some kind of, I don't know, filtering system to get them where I want them to go so I can kill them for either string or experience. We'll see. So basically this just turns on and off the lights. Oh, and some spawned already. So yeah, still very much WIP. I may or may not finish that eventually. And looks like Silva Logs is on. Let's say hi. I feel so much better now. So the last room I want to show off is this guy. This is the... Wow, that's really dark up there. This is the dome that I made above ground. Well, above ground, but still underwater. And it looks still pretty ugly on the outside, but I've at least been working on the inside a little bit. I know the walls are plain. I've tried to spruce it up a little bit. I might do some different stuff. I might even work in some of the new blocks that'll be coming in the next update, the quartz blocks. We'll see. But I have these pillars, I have some hanging lighting, I have some fireplaces and a large table. And one thing I'm disappointed by is on Reddit I had seen a little detail picture of how to make a moose head. You put a... That's not right. You put a little piece of stair and then you have these gates on either side and it kind of looks like a moose head. Except the stair burns when it's up there. I'm not sure how to fix that. Maybe I need to set the fire in a little bit, something like that. I just haven't played around with it. So I just tossed something there just as a placeholder. And I do have a secret room in my base. I don't want to show it off though. I want to keep it secret. Yeah, I want to keep it secret. So this is the new Rilya. I spent a lot of time working around on this. I actually really enjoyed it. Usually I don't get into building and stuff like that, but this just kind of seemed to come together. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I can't claim that it's anything fantastic or beautiful, but I really enjoyed doing it. Oh, and then here are the remains of the prank from Tiny. It's kind of a lot of crafting tables. Wasn't a big fan of that. So I wanted to prank Tiny, but since he's on, maybe I will do that another time and then just tack it on to this episode. I think that might be the best way to go because this episode isn't too long as of right now. And I guess the last thing I want to mention is I have some new computer parts, which I am very excited about. I'd been saving up a little bit and I got a year-end bonus at work, so I could kind of justify the cost a little bit better. So I did a little bit of upgrading for my computer, nothing staggering, but I got a new motherboard, and that way I could expand my RAM out, and I now have 8 gigs of RAM instead of the 2 gigs I was using before. I had quickly outgrown that, and my last super budget PC was not very well thought out because I couldn't expand that motherboard, or I couldn't expand that RAM past 4 gigs. So I thought, you know what, I gotta just bite the bullet, buy a new motherboard, and the one I have now is expandable up to 16. So I'll probably buy another 8 gigs soon. Maybe not soon, but eventually. And along with that, I also got a new CPU. It is a Core i3, because that's all I really need. A lot of people get Core i7s because that's the latest and greatest, but in my opinion, and from my research, and just from my somewhat general knowledge of computers, it's way more than I'm ever going to need to use. So Core i3 works pretty well. If things change, my motherboard can support up to i7, so I can always expand later. But I'm really enjoying it. I am playing on far render distance for the first time in probably ever with Minecraft, which is kind of sad, I know. I kind of got used to it and it wasn't a big deal, but I am enjoying having the far distance on. I still don't have fancy graphics on because I don't see a need to. I don't care if stuff rotates or not. I kind of like the old school style. Maybe I'll play around with that later, but really the only thing I care about is the far render distance, and that makes it a lot nicer to play. So that's what I've been doing. I spent an evening after work putting the new computer together. I really enjoy that. It's only the second build I've done so far, and I'll probably do it again in the future. With the leftover parts I have from my previous build, I'm hoping to, I don't know, do something interesting with it. I might make like a media center, or maybe a dedicated Minecraft server, maybe a DVR, I don't know. But I have a lot of good components left over that are, still perfectly capable. So I think I might be able to do something like that. Maybe a Linux-based Minecraft server or something. Anyway, that's probably all I want to do for right now, since Tiny is still on, and I'm just kind of fiddling around here, collecting resources I don't even need anymore, just because they're here. So I guess I'll cut it off here. I'll stop rambling. And then if things go according to plan, you will see me next time when I'm in Tiny's base, getting ready to give him back all of those wonderful crafting benches he left me. So I'll see you guys then.